Welcome back to the Forensics Detailing channel. Today it's new car day, but unfortunately it's not a new car for me. It's a new car for this man.
Hey, another one, John.
It's Dan's Timeless Classics.
Another new car.
Another new car. Tell me about it, Dan. Tell me about it. What's going on?
Well, you know me. It's going to be a Porsche. It's going to be a 996 because
You're spoiling the surprise.
996, man.
Come on, let's tell them.
Just come and see it. Come and see it. Come and see it.
Yeah.
Let's take keys.
We've got to do the reveal. We've got to do the reveal.
do the
So we know
reveal.
it's a 996.
Well, I've given that bit away now, haven't I? Porsche 996.
Yeah, I think most people guess anyway.
Yeah, they're going to guess now. Is it Tuesday? What happens on Tuesdays?
I don't know.
Come and have a look. Taco, taco, taco. Another taco.
So,
Hey!
go on, what is it? What is it?
It's a taco, John. She's a taco. She's a Gen 1 Aero taco. Another Aero kit, potentially a factory car. It's not an XAA car, so it might not be a factory car, but many of these were dealer fitted, as we know. The cars come over to the UK, and then the dealers fit the kits on to help sell the car. So it could be a dealer fit kit, or it could have been fitted by you and me last week. You know, there's no real evidence of when they were done, but we know it's not a factory car because it would have XAA on the spec sheet.
Right, so it's a...
But there she is. So she's a C2 Carrera 2 rear wheel drive Gen 1 996 Aero. This is the most desirable car on the planet at the moment. Best 911 in my opinion, your opinion, and everybody in the Taco Club's opinion. Lovely miles, John. 82,000 miles.
Yeah.
6 owner car.
Manual.
Manual, most importantly. Non-sunroof, which is a real bonus. We love these non-sunroof cars. Factory sports crested seats.
Ooh,
The colour isn't basalt black either, which is most common. So that's crested sports seats.
I like those.
The colour, and yeah, the interior looks the miles. You know, it's an 82,000 mile car.
It looks good, yeah.
You want the interior to look 82,000 miles, and it does look 82,000
Really
miles.
interesting, isn't it? 'Cause I've been trying to get mine back to this.
To this level, yeah. Another interesting feature on the car, so the colour's a little bit different, although it just looks like black to most people. Factory Lightronic
They're nice,
Xenon
aren't they?
lights, yeah.
They've got good...
Yeah, they
Not
are
all-
better than the normal candles in the windows. If you get the sun this side, John, where the light's coming out, you'll
candles
see
in
there's
the
more brown in there, yeah. The other headlights we tend to call Elton John's.
Yeah.
And it seems to me
They
you
are
live
like
your
that.
life like candles in
lanterns.
the wind. Yeah, look, you really see the brown in it there.
Also some buffer trails on it.
So this is Schwartz. Yeah,
There's a polish.
it's been mocked. It's had paint work, as they all have. Look at the age of these cars.
Yeah.
And there are bits, but generally speaking, the paint works are real good. 8.5.
Yeah, it
spec
does look...
sheet.
The paint on this is better than the paint on mine.
So UK car. It's got some extras there, some extended leather in there. You see the 09991.
Oh, yeah.
That's some stitching up on the door car, but she's got some good spec. Look, the seats are there, turbo twist wheels, but you'll see that there's an LSD on there as well. Can't
That's
remember where it
really
is, but it is
important,
on
I
there.
think.
It's got an LSD on there somewhere. 222.
I'll add mine off to do the drains.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the drains are dry on this, nice and dry. But you know, she's there or thereabouts. She just
Have a look
needs.
at the inside.
She needs some, you know, there's bits and bobs like look, all
Bit
that's
TLC.
a bit, yeah. You know,
Can I get in there?
yeah, of
Can I?
course you can.
So let's...
She's got an exhaust there, there's extended leather.
Oh, yeah.
See the stitching up on the door card.
Oh,
and
it's
onto
nice
the
to get into
airbag.
just normal seats without those
Yeah.
bars digging into you. So, lovely. Like, it's all stock. in
Yes, it's
here.
all stock.
You got, this is exactly what I've done. You've got the stock stereo
stock
back.
stereo. Hazard switch is missing.
Oh, that's no problem.
And the little speaker switch cover.
So this
thing's
has
missing.
been off.
That's been off, yeah, and
Mate,
they've
you're probably
broken those bits.
Well, yeah, but they just pop in, don't they? I'm just
Yeah.
wondering if I've got a
All the-
spare one. Oh, there it
It's
is.
the wrong one, it's the Gen 2 one.
Oh, is it?
So yeah, it's got the curve in it, so it won't fit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's the Gen 2 one, or it's the surround that won't fit. So no heated seats, that would have been a nice touch, but not the end of the world. I think the most important features on it are the sports
That is
hardback
different,
crested seats and the Lightronics. They're the winners. What it really is
It's the
missing
wrong
is it's missing MO30.
Yeah.
That would be nice if it was an MO30 car, but then a lot of people put coilovers on them anyway. or sports Billersteins on them anyway. So that would have been nice if it had.
Alcantara headline is
Yeah,
amazing.
it's lovely because it's black as well, because it's
Yeah.
a full black car.
The interior is really nice on this car. The dash is in nice condition.
Yeah.
The leather's in good condition. The steering wheel's in good
Leather
nick.
steering wheel as well.
The gear knob is good.
Yeah, the linkage isn't so nice. It's got an original old, miles between each gear.
Yeah.
Could do with a nice short shift.
Short shifter.
997 shifter, I think. And
Yeah.
a weighted shifter. Them shifters are not.
Quite light, yeah. But
They
this
need-
is all
need-
stock. This is
yeah.
how it should be. But yeah, we're all used to like a little short shift now.
Yeah, maybe when you change your shifter, I'll buy your Techniquip one for it.
I'm not taking my shifter off.
Oh, I thought you was getting a new gear knob.
Oh, I'm getting a new gear knob.
Yeah, well, your gear knob is what I need.
You can have that.
Because your gear knob's weighted. This is non-weighted.
Yeah, you can have
So
that.
yeah, weighted gear knob would be nice for it.
Nice granite grey centre console, extended leather, seats are in really nice condition. Glass looks good with no real big cracks or chips,
Nope.
which is good. That must have been, like mine, it's probably a bonus if it has a new glass in it, because that must be new.
Yeah.
Because
I don't
after
know.
20
It could-
years, they get chips.
Yeah, it probably could have had a screen on her by now.
But that Alcantara roof lining is
Lovely, isn't it?
amazing.
Yeah,
These
that's-
seats are nice.
That's what I want in DTC, that black Alcantara.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got some creaks and some
Just needs a
rattles
bit
and
of a
some
detail,
knots and
doesn't it?
some...
Get in there and like clean up all the gaps and get it all
She
mint.
needs a little bit of love.
They
here
all
and
do
there.
though. They all do.
Yeah.
And it's fun doing it. Mine needs it. Like I've had all the seats out and like wet vac it. The mats down here look good condition.
Yeah.
So they just need a good vacuum and
clean up.
extraction.
Nice and tidy. It's got the original black badge on the back, which looks nice.
Yeah.
It's not got the GT.
Is that in the right place? Is it?
Yeah, and it's not
So I
got...
can tee off that to
yeah,
work out where
it's
to
not
go
got
with mine.
GT, but the paintwork's not brilliant on the boot. The rear bumper's got a crease on it. Interestingly, look, she's had a fire here, but it's not an engine fire because there's no evidence in there of an engine fire.
Something's overheated. Oh,
But I think it's had a fire while that's been open, or that comes off of something else that had a fire potentially. It is warm. It is getting hot.
just get a
but
little
it's only
sander
the
on
airbox.
it.
Yeah,
Sand it all down.
Sand it down and aerosol it.
Slap some filler
I mean,
in there.
the
and then
airbox
paint
gets
it.
hot, but only hot like you would get hot. You know what I mean? That's the hottest part.
The alternator's new.
Yeah, it's a new alternator. It's had a coolant
Oh,
change.
the belt looks new. The aux belt as well. That's been
Yeah.
done at the same time.
Coolant has been replenished in it. It's been the history for the last 5 years is IMS clutch. Yeah, got all the usual
That'll be
condensation. in
first.
there.
That's not so bad actually.
They're all like that,
Yeah, I know. Yeah, mine's worse than that though. It's full.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, mine was, to be honest. When I first picked it up,
My
mine was really
4S was bad, but then that
Yeah.
was burning some oil with that
Yeah.
OS thing.
Yeah, but that's
So
condensation from the
It
water
is, yeah.
that gets trapped in
it
here.
is, yeah. It's completely
Yeah,
normal.
that is quite warm there, but it's not like hot to burn it. Exhaust is out of line, look, and it's rubbing on the thing, so you can get a little bit of a... Yeah, look, it's touching there. That's how it should sit.
Shunt a breaker bar in there, get
Yeah,
your foot on it, and
yeah, you
just
want
bend
it
it back.
bending back out. But
Oh look, that's what happened on mine. But that's
Yeah.
you're lucky because you can probably cut that out.
It's
new,
not-
new wiper blades.
yeah, the front ones need new ones.
I just went and got some for mine from
It
Porsche.
sounds noisy now, but it is noisy. There is some creaks and some squeaks and
That
some...
always falls down there and then that scratches that bit. But it'd gone bad on mine, whereas that can be polished. So yeah, paint is good.
It's
you
not
know,
bad.
Relatively good.
Yes.
You know, you obviously got to clean it and get it under light.
But you can do everything to the paint on this yourself with polishes. It doesn't
Yeah,
need
yeah.
to go to a body shop unless you want a 10 out of 10. If
Yeah.
you want a 10 out of 10, then you'd be painting the roof because you're never going to get these 100%, but you can make them better.
Yeah.
And you would want to respray that because it's not a particularly great job. Look, you see all the
They're all
dimples.
like that though, aren't
Yeah,
they?
they sink. They do sink. Plus that heat damage is bubbled under here.
Yeah.
The rear bumper's had a bit of a shunt. See
I
the
wouldn't
little- see the
respray
crease?
that. If you want a show car, then
Yeah, if you want a show
you're going
car,
to be
then you-
repainting
yeah.
bits on any car. Like
Yes.
mine, I don't
Yeah,
want
yeah.
a show car. If
No.
I did, I'd need to take it to the body shop and say repaint it
Yeah,
again.
yeah.
But it's not.
But then you wouldn't use it as much, like the little,
no,
the
that's the whole
bumper's a
thing with
little
these
bit out of
cars. Is
line,
you
that
buy them
one's
to just
moving
rag
over.
around.
It's all just little, it's all bits, isn't it?
I love it in black. Though. I
But
think,
I'm going to put it up on a ramp, go underneath it tomorrow afternoon,
yeah.
and then go and have a look underneath at what the arms and the bushes are like, the suspension, the drop links, the top mounts. I know the brakes are rubbish, the ABS lights on, the pad lights on, The brakes feel notchy, shaking under braking. It's not. It doesn't feel confident.
You're too honest. See,
It doesn't feel confident.
he's selling this, but he tells you everything that's wrong with
Yeah,
it.
but I want to do all that. I want to get this car to a point where I drive it down the road and put it in a corner fast, push the back out a bit, and I'm happy.
Yeah.
And then if I'm happy, anyone's going to be happy, because I've had so
Absolutely.
many of these cars. I know what it's like to have a 10
Yep.
and be happy with it, and they've all got potential to be a 10.
Yeah, it's just how it's just knowing what's wrong and
knowing
fixing
what's
it
wrong.
and going
Yeah.
through,
You gotta
taking
throw
that
money at it.
methodical approach.
But it's not rusty. Underneath's really good. No rust at all.
And I like the fact there's nothing busted on the inside.
No,
normally,
yeah.
Normally
Silly
there's
little
busted
thing.
things.
And like even all this has been done before, like
Yeah.
tiny, it's all been done. And on the front corner, the road rash is minimal, you know?
Yeah.
It's not a rotter. Very easy to get
pads,
on top of it.
pads you're going to put in there, but it doesn't
Yeah, I think the
about
brakes
discs?
are too old. I think they're a bit warped, John. I think they're a bit warped.
no lip on it, was
I
it?
know, but I
Tiny
think
then.
on the inside they're going to be bad.
Yeah.
They just don't feel good. I'd rather just rip them off and put new ones on. They just don't feel good. They've burnt off a bit, obviously, on the journey. You know, I've done
That's stock.
300. Yeah, it's all stock.
So the old cheese graters, do they?
Yeah, I would take all that off and put like some Raptor Performance ones on there, black discs on there, so you don't get all the rusty hubs and that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then cosmetically, I think it could just be a bit lower, and the wheel spacers and stuff like that to get that stance right, because it just don't sit quite right on
It
the
sits a
turbo
bit high at
twist.
the back, doesn't it?
Yeah, and the wheels are just too far in.
Mine are like that, but I've got the coilovers. I've got a lot more camber on mine.
you've got this. Has got no real camber on it.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Needs to
feel
drop down a bit.
Yeah, and it needs a bit of. To be honest, the drop could be probably done on the arms.
Yeah.
Nad could probably do that. A bit of aggressive camber on it, a GT3 setup on it, really. I
We'd
mean,
have to
looking at
put
those
coilovers
rear
in,
wheels,
wouldn't
I'd say they're not even 0.5 on there, is there? That's almost vertical.
I don't know. Yeah.
It's probably got not even got it might have half a degree.
It's just stock suspension.
Yeah, it wants like 1.5 degree on the back of that, and just adjusting
I think
the
you
arms.
improve these when you put them on coilovers.
Yeah, you do, yeah.
You make them like.
MO30 cars are nice if you get the camber set up really nice, like I have on the silver car.
Yeah,
That
does-
really works. You
it
know, I
needs to
put that
come
car
down.
into corners fast, as you know, and it really does do the job. But they do, on the right coilovers, it just makes them.
Such a lovely looking car.
I think I'd put it on coilovers, whether you keep these wheels or not.
I like the turbo twists.
They'd look really good if they were black with
You've got
polished
turbo
lips.
twists, classic design classics, and what's the other ones?
Sport design, sport classics.
Sport design, sport classic. I've got the sport classic. These are the turbo
I like
twists
sport
on the
designs,
993.
my favourite.
Daddy's got the sport designs, but whatever comes with my car, I wouldn't change it as long as it's stock.
These are Gen 1 turbo twist. There is a Gen 2 turbo
They're
twist.
993s, aren't they?
Yeah, these run off of the 993. Gen 2 turbo twist is flatter, looks bigger, even though it's not. But it has more of a definitive lip.
Yeah.
And quite often what looks really good on a black car is if you put a gunmetal centre or black centre on a turbo 2 with a polished lip. That looks really nice. That would look good on here. You just break it up. It sort of draws the wheel in, but you've got to lower the car to do it. If you lower the car, it'll do it. That wasn't me, by the way. That was John. Nice clean badge on it as well, isn't it?
Listen, I'm a serious guy. No messing around in this video. Right, I love this. Yeah, I just think they're so
Solid centre bumper. So
Has it got the lower lip
Zender
underneath?
bumper. Yeah, with the lower lip.
Oh, yeah.
Scrape that in my house getting it in the drive.
Yeah, so
I did
the-
go dead straight on.
I bought mine, took it around to show Danny, and then took the lower lip off.
Took the lower lip off the first day you had it.
Yeah, I really like it. So I think this is an awesome car, and it just, like any car, it just needs some jobs doing on it that are all relatively minor, but the mileage on it is great. What's the engine like?
Really smooth, really lineal. Quite a noisy exhaust on it. The exhaust on it, it's got a bit of exhaust. A little bit of droning, 60 to 70, a bit drony, a bit louder than the other NTC. Probably louder than your car as well, actually.
Is it?
Yeah, it's not danks.
You
I
think
don't
it
know what
might be
exhaust.
blowing?
No, it's not a blowy. It's just she's throaty. I think she's got some naughty cats on there. I haven't really looked, but I'll have a proper look when I get it in the air. But yeah, you know, I think 6.5 out of 10 is probably a bit mean. It's probably a 7, really.
Yeah.
But what I like about this car is to get it to a 9-10 is mechanical, not body, not interior parts.
It's an easy one.
It's
isn't it?
easy one because it's It's suspension,
easier than
brakes,
mine.
bushes. It's serviceable parts.
Yeah.
It's stuff that should be broken on it.
Yeah.
It's 20. Look, she's a 2001 on the Y, so it's 23 years old.
Really, you've got two of these. You've got the ones that have been messed around with, like mine. They've been messed around with, and some of that is good. Some of that stuff is good. It's desirable.
And then you've got the Virgins.
And then you've got the
This is a
OEM
Virgin.
stock ones.
Yeah.
And they've both got their strengths. Really, to be honest though, if you're buying one to sell, a stock one is probably the one what you're looking
I think
for.
from my point of view, as I'm a specialist dealer, I suppose, in these, aren't I? So from my point of view, from a sales point of view, this car's easier to sell done because it's a Virgin that just needs the DTC touch, which is mechanical and a bit of cosmetical detailing.
He's a serious dealer.
So she'll be a 10. She's got the potential to be a 10. She'll be a 10.
Yeah, she will be. Yeah, good.
She will be mine.
You want to get these wiper blades
Yeah,
off.
they're off. They're horrible.
Mate, I've got a set of them in the
Oh, they're
bins.
smearing and everything. They're horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible wipers.
So when you get the new
Look at
wiper
them.
blades, I just did a video on
Horrible.
this. You want the smile going upwards.
Yeah, they're just
and
terrible.
then the shield going downwards.
Terrible
But at least
one.
your
I
position.
just put Bosch ones on. That's what I normally
I'd
do.
use the stock one, mate, because you've got proper
Bosch
brand new
are stock ones, aren't they?
I don't know.
I think the standard ones are Bosch.
You're going to get the tappy here.
They are Bosch. These look like standard Bosch blades.
Yeah, that's what you want. And if it's smiling upwards, it won't tappy.
This is not actually a Bosch, but it looks like a Bosch.
That's a Porsche one. Yeah.
I've got.
In fact, it looks like a front windscreen, but
It does. They're what I've got on the silver car.
yeah, I just like putting the right ones on. Okay, we'll end it here then, guys.
Do you want to drive it?
Huh?
Do you want to drive it?
I would like to drive it. We'll do
Yeah,
that
give it a drive.
Should we do it off camera though?
Yeah.
So yeah, amazing car. I love seeing these, and I think you've made a good purchase. So you couldn't let this go. It's one of the chaps in our aero group.
It's an aero club car, and the thing is, when I sell it, because I will sell it, I can't keep all these cars, John. I've got too many cars. When I sell it, I'll find the right person in our probably. Well, to be honest, I'm getting mobbed with messages, but they are people within our network, in our social network.
These are popular.
So
these cars.
it will be someone in our social network, and it will be someone that will remain as a Pinky's Taco Club member. We'll sticker the car up with the Pinky's logos, and this car will be at meets with us in the future. And that's what's even better about it than just selling it on Auto Trader to some guy you don't know, you're never going to see again. They're going to buy it from someone they know and trust in this industry, and we get to see the car. And then they'll put their personal touches on it. Maybe they'll change the wheels, lower it, not lower it, whatever they do. It'll all be in our community, so we'll see this car again at a
We've
show.
got a great little aero community.
Well, look how many aeros in the aero club I've supplied or helped supply or talked into. You alone, Joe, Luke Robinson, this one. You know, these guys are coming to me now for these cars, and if I'm getting offered them, I'm going to buy them. And this was a member of our club that needed out of it because of his situation with his house and everything and moving. And now he sold it to me knowing that I'm going to find the right home for it. If not, stay with me. So she'll be in the club.
You can't have free.
No.
You can't have
That's
three.
just greedy, isn't it, John?
I thought about buying another one, but it's just because they're so lovely. But you've got to sort of say, no, just stop. Don't do it.
Two's enough. Two I can justify because one's a race car and one's a show car.
Yeah.
But I can't justify three. What's the other one? A comfort car.
You haven't got three. What he's not telling you here is he's actually got about 20, because he's got all these Golfs and other cars tucked away in different places.
You just got to buy these things when the opportunity's there, mate. You just got to buy them up. And you know, I'm one of those guys. If I had a field, it'd be full of cars, wouldn't it?
It would.
And you just got to, when the opportunities come with these things, he who snoozes loses, because these cars are going to disappear in a minute, and we're coming to that point now where they're already 20 grand. If they're good cars, they're 20 grand, and they're going to come to a point where I told everybody this next decade, 50 grand cars. I told you, 50 grand. If you've got a mint one of these,
50
all
grand.
original, 50 grand. That's where they're going to be at.
It's going to be a while.
Yeah, I don't know, 10 years, less than 10 years.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
6, 7 years. I think as we go into the next decade, and they age another decade, you'll see the 997 start to come up.
And people
in value.
wanting them in other countries.
And people want, this is the other thing, the export market. These cars are now open to Australia to export. So not this reg, but the early 97, 98 cars are now available for export. So they're going, guys. And in a minute, you're talking in the next 5 years, all the Gen 1s will be available for export and the Gen 2s.
And I think with this particular car, personally, like the Gen 1 Aero with the tacho on the back and the fried egg headlights is the one to get.
Yeah.
But a Gen 2 is still nice in different ways. Like, I like the 4Ss. I still like that 4S.
Yeah, listen, I had a Gen...
There was a beautiful one there today,
But
red
don't
one.
forget, the Gen 2, the Targa, the C4S, the
Yeah.
Turbo, you
Yeah.
can only get those cars
Gen
as
2.
Gen 2.
Yeah,
So they are unique to the Gen 2 era.
There's something
That
about
kind of
these, isn't
keeps
there?
the Gen 1 a little bit more
It does,
special
yeah,
because it's
yeah.
that original. It's the Mark 1 GTI, isn't it? That's what it
Yeah,
is. It's the
yeah.
Mark 1 Golf GTI. And what's happening here is where you saw the air-cooled V-dub scene go crazy. And then when people started getting into the water-cooled, it always starts with the youngsters buying them and modifying them. And this happened to the air-cooled cars with the 964 and the 993. And now that's all turned onto the water-cooled market. And this is the Mark 1 GTI Golf of the Porsche world. It is that water-cooled Volkswagen hot hatch. It's not a hot hatch, it's a sports car, but in Porsche's world, it's the hot one. It's the driver's car, manual, steer from the rear, bit of a body kit like the GTI, and it's got all the same people looking at it. All the same
It's
people.
amazing. All right, Dan, we'll end that here. Good luck with this. I'll follow the project because I love these.
Next step is ramp inspection.
Ramp
Up in the air and get
inspection.
underneath it.
Yeah, so that's wicked. So that is Dan's new 996 Gen 1 Aero kit. What the hell's that bird doing? Ruining my audio. Follow Dan on Dan's Timeless Classic on YouTube and Instagram. And cheers, Dan. Adios, guys.
You're welcome, mate. See you later. Cheers.
Damn, I didn't do a good one to finish.